Hola todos, bienvenidos. I think this will be the first part of a new series called Nicaragua, best places to visit. I definitely want to do more videos like this in the future. So this video will be my top 3 favorite places, water related, to visit in Nicaragua. Soy Darlene, aka Darz, and on this channel you'll learn Spanish, all about Nicaragua, and how and why to stretch your comfort zone. If you're interested in this type of content, consider subscribing and let's get into the video. The Laguna de Apoyo is a freshwater lagoon in Nicaragua. Thousands and thousands of years ago, the Apoyo volcano exploded and left this huge crater. It's about 200 meters deep, or like over 600 feet deep. The widest part is about 6.5 kilometers or 4 miles-ish. So then this huge crater started to fill with like water and runoff and rain. And in 1991, it was declared a natural reserve, or reserve, natural reserve, natural reserve. Laguna de Apoyo is located in like the middle-ish of the western side of Nicaragua. It's about a 45-hour drive, 45-hour. It's about a 45-minute drive from Managua, which is the capital of Nicaragua, to Catarina, which is the like lookout or scenic view of from the top, just overlooking the lagoon. But then if you want to go down to the lagoon's edge, which is more what I want to talk about right now, it's about a 1-hour drive from Managua. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I was squatting, but I think I need a chair. So what do you do at the Laguna de Apoyo? Well, you can go, like I said, to Catarina, or there's a couple other scenic views as well. Of course, it's a tourist attraction place where they'll have like restaurants and horses to ride and things to do and stuff to buy, whatever. Or you can go down to the water's edge, go swimming. It's fresh water, so no salt, of course, if you don't like the salty water. There are a bunch of hotels and restaurants along the water's edge, so you can go either stay night and then of course use their access to the water, or you can go eat at a restaurant and then you also have access for the day, like basically however long you want to stay, as long as you buy a meal. And then a lot of those places also have things to rent, like kayaks, paddle boards, what are those paddle boats things, tubes, life jackets, all the things for water activities. That water is the perfect swimming temperature. I personally don't love the salt water, so I prefer to go to the lagoon. It has such beautiful views, and there's not big huge waves always crashing at you. It's much calmer down there. I love to just go down there, enjoy some good Nika food, hang out, maybe bring a book, and enjoy the water, the views, and everything. My camera and my chair are kind of at awkward heights, so it's hard to find the spot to be. So hopefully this will work better. Somoto Canyon is of course a canyon with a river running through it. El Rio Coco, or the Coco River, is what it flows down inside of the Somoto Canyon. The walls of the canyon run about 5 miles long. It varies from about 10 to 15 meters wide, which is like 30 to 50 feet. And the walls of the canyon go up about 150 meters, or almost 500 feet tall. In 2004, Cañón de Somoto was declared a national monument, which is pretty new. I mean, that's less than 20 years ago. And it's said to have taken over 5 million years to form. To get to Somoto Canyon, it's about a 4.5-hour drive north of Managua, and it's very close to the border between Nicaragua and Honduras, but more on like the western side. If you go down to Somoto Canyon, you can pay for a tour guide to bring you for like a hike. You go down, well, first you can park your car, they give you life jackets, you hike down to the river. Some parts where it's really shallow, you like walk along the river, but then where it gets deeper, you could just float along the river. It's like super fun way to hike and not get way too hot, because Nicaragua is such a hot place. And there's different length hikes and packages or whatever that you can pay for, but the one that I like to do takes several hours, and after you hike and float and hike and float a bit, you come to this place where you jump in a boat and they row you a little bit further, and then you hike the last stretch back to your car. Again, this is fresh, non-salty water, which is great. I love that. It's a decent temperature water too, so you're not like freezing your butt off. Although sometimes when it's not really hot outside and you're going to do that hike, you do get a little bit chilly because of course from the walls of the canyon it's all shaded down there, but it's just gorgeous. I love the views. Like I said, I love the water. I love being outside getting the fresh air, but then when it's too hot it's like you get the water too, which is super bonus. And then you're getting some exercising, going for a hike slash swim. Reminiscing, guys, reminiscing. And of course, I have to save the best for last. But before I get to it, comment down below if you prefer salt or fresh water. Ojo de Agua is a waterhole on an island. The water for Ojo de Agua comes directly from Volcan Concepcion, so it's said to have healing properties in the water, you know, all those different volcanic like chemicals that are said to be really good for your body. They built like a pool area, so then the water that comes through just like, you know, pools, natural pool-ish thing. Ojo de Agua is located on Ometepe Island, which is an island made up of two volcanoes, Volcan Concepcion y Volcan Maderas. Ojo de Agua is on the edge of Concepcion, and in order to get there, first, from Managua you can drive about 2 hours down to Puerto San Jorge, which is the port that can get you on a ferry to go for about an hour across the water to the island. And then from that port on the island, it's like just across to the other side. Either if you take your vehicle on the ferry, you of course drive, or else if you just ride the ferry with no vehicle, you can take a taxi from the port to the Ojo de Agua. So what do you do there? Oh my goodness. I've only been to Ojo de Agua a couple different times and I really want to go back. It is definitely my favorite. The water, of course, since it's volcanic, again, not salty. It's a great swimming temperature. They have showers there, they have bathrooms, there's a restaurant, you can have great food. They also have a fun little swing there, but you could just hang out for the day. The entry fee is only a couple dollars and then you get the whole day there. Of course, it's so beautiful. You might get lucky and see monkeys in the trees. You can have some coconut water, sipping from a coconut. Oh, do I ever love it. So those are three of my very favorite water-related places to visit in Nicaragua. Of course, the Corn Islands are amazing too, but I didn't include it here because it's not, I mean, yeah, it's on the water, it's an island, but there's just so much more to Corn Island than just water. So I guess I could say these are my three favorite mainland water places. Gracias por ver. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Let me know down below if you've ever been to one of these places or what one of your favorite water-related places to visit in Nicaragua are. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Bye. You guys, there's so many videos I want to film. There's a truck driving across the lake. I have so many ideas and so many things written down, but I feel like a lot of them aren't nearly as interesting if I just talk about them, and I want to be in Nicaragua to actually like show more about the country and talk more about it. So we'll see when that happens. Just don't like that. Comment below.